many of you out there would love to have a moment in time where you're given a big enough platform to educate people on the history of transgressions? Well, Dave Chappelle has Jason Whitlock a little bit up in arms about the history lesson that he provided us all during his Saturday Night Live opening monologue. Let's get into it right after the jump. Welcome back to Tomorrow League Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. Guys, if you haven't heard the Dave Chappelle opening monologue on Saturday Night Live, I'm going to post a link for that in the description down below. If you've never been to a live Dave Chappelle comedy show, you're doing yourself a disservice. Dave Chappelle is one of those comedians who teaches in his routines how we can all work together better and get beyond treating people terrible. Dave Chappelle laid in the white folks and the president very hard. Yes, he did. He took him to the woodshed on that opening monologue. I got to be honest with you. If you look back into the history of America, he spoke facts about how black people have been treated. Never mentioned his words. Dave Chappelle took the president to task on a few things that he said since the pandemic first started. And right now, yeah, those things that Dave Chappelle has said has Jason Whitlock a little bit up in arms because he doesn't quite agree with that. But it's factual. It's black and white. It's posted. You know they've done a fact check on all of these things that has been said. But again, once again, Jason Whitlock, he sees everything like this when it comes to Trump. He's blinded. Yes, Dave Chappelle provided the audience with an insight on a myriad of things that the president said since the pandemic began. The first one, the president stated that the coronavirus would just go away. It was like a magic trick. You just poof, go away. And as of right now, all of the states are just about back in the red again. Let's move on. The next thing, the president came up with his own vaccination of how folks could get rid of the coronavirus by injecting disinfectants into themselves. As bad as the numbers were getting due to the coronavirus, the president refused to wear a mask. Not to mention, the president ended up catching the coronavirus along with the first lady, his son, and a lot of his friends and colleagues that were around him for a substantial period of time. But he was the only one to get treated with some type of cocktail at Walter Reed Hospital. Now, there's one other thing that Dave Chappelle did bring up about the president catching that helicopter ride to Walter Reed Hospital, which really made me think back to the fact that the president is a showman. And a lot of us out there don't quite understand that. We're not paying attention to that right now because we're so up in arms thinking that a disservice was done to him through this election, which it wasn't. You can say what you want to say. I'm just going to be honest with you because there's been disservices that has been done in elections. We can go back to 2018 if you want, but I'm just saying. Let me move forward. We're not going to touch on that. We're going to stick to the Saturday Night Live opening monologue by Dave Chappelle. That's what we're going to do. But yes, unfortunately, there's, like I said, there's some individuals around the president that have contracted the virus, and none of them have gotten the same treatment as the president. But the president was able to take a helicopter ride from the White House to Walter Reed Hospital, which is some 20 minutes away from the White House. But we had to show the world that you did come down with the virus, in which you laughed in the virus' face all this time, thinking like, it won't touch me. It's a joke. It's nothing. And it touched you, touched your family, touched your friends, right? Now, another thing that got me was the fact that when he left the hospital, he's riding in a Suburban. He's sitting there, he waving and smiling, but he catches a helicopter ride back to the White House because you, again, being a showman. You're being a showman with seeing all of those folks out front waving their flags. They're proud of you and whatever. Okay, being a showman, there's nothing wrong with that. I got you. Dave Chappelle took advantage of his platform like he always does, providing thought-provoking content that makes you think outside the box and makes you want to see and understand what has been done to black folks in America. I mean, it's the truth. It's time black folks in America are awarded the same opportunities and freedoms that many privileged folks are awarded based on their tax bracket. Jason Whitlock, no matter how much you kiss up to a group of individuals, They're always going to laugh and point at you as you walk away. It's just fact. Dave Chappelle, please continue to keep being a beacon of light. Be that voice for the voiceless. We know Jason Whitlock and the Peanut Gallery will always find something negative to say because there will always be negative people with negative spirits. Until next time, if you like the content, please like and subscribe. Also, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. And remember, guys, be that one and lead.